Are you guys ready for round one or opening round? Because I am. There's 8 days to go. Here we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Andrew Illy. And this is the Ball of Truth. The Blue Bags have done it again. Thank you very much for joining me. Wherever you are around the world, wherever you are, you silly motherfucker. Yeah, boy. I'm ready. I am ready. Bring 'em on. Bring on the Swans next Thursday, man. Oh, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. Welcome to the show, guys. I'm your host, Andrew Illy. This is the Ball of Truth. Shut up. Stu, I see you in the chat. Welcome, man. That was fun. Another fun one to watch. The Blue Baggers. Wow. Let's not get carried away. Let's not get carried away. Now, we're live. It's February 25th. We're a week away. And the Blue Baggers finished preseason pretty strong with a win over the Cats. Final score tonight, 13-8-86 to Geelong, 11-5-71. 15-point win to the Blue Baggers. Like last week, I said, don't overreact. This win was very nice. But let's not get carried away. The real season begins next week, Thursday night. SCG against the Swans. But I will say, I am very pleased to see us finish out that game the way it did. Again, like Brisbane, we ran it out, and that was awesome. We ran very hard till the end, and we were disciplined and composed. So, yes. Even with broken ribs, Weeders will towel up Kerno next week, says Stu. Yes, I think he'll play. I'm pretty confident he'll play. Even though, you know what, he's probably not 100%. He'll want to be out there for opening round. But, yeah, we'll see how he goes. Because they did a little interview with him at halftime. And he wasn't trying to give too much away. But the lady who was interviewing, I can't remember her name, she works for Fox Footy. She's like, oh, how many ribs did you break? And it's just like, man, as if he's going to tell you. Come on. So I didn't like that question. But JCK's in the chat. Concerned Blues will get relegated. Oh, you're a Saints man. That's a typical St. Kilda supporter comment right there. These wins, they give us a little bit of belief, a little bit of confidence and momentum going into that opening round. But the pace and intensity and the pressure of next week is going to skyrocket to another level. And it's going to be nowhere near the type of footy that we saw tonight. So I hope they're prepared for that. We saw Jagger Smith today go absolutely bonkers. 37 touches, kicked a goal. I think about half of his possessions were contested. Hasn't played an official AFL game yet. I can't wait to see this man. Sarah Young, that's the one, Stu, yeah. I was like, don't ask him that. Don't give anything away to Sydney right now. But yeah, Jagger Smith, brilliant. Again, lovely to see, man. I can't wait for his debut. I do have this funny feeling that Sydney will be watching him very closely. More closely than Brisbane and Geelong in the last 2 preseason games. So, yes, he is a freak. I can't wait. Another one who impressed me tonight was Ollie Hollins. I thought he was awesome. Tremendous performance by Ollie Hollins. And Cripps and Hewitt were good. Lewis Young had some good moments, some iffy moments. Harry Dean held his own. I think he'll be fine. And then you got Wade Dirksen. Oh, Durka. Team America. Mr. Durka himself was awesome in the back line. Wade Dirksen. Loved his game. And then, of course, we have to mention the future captain of this club, I believe, Sam Walsh. Boy, did he look pumped to be out there tonight. After securing that big contract, the news broke yesterday that he signed an 8-year deal to stay at the club till 2034. Sounds crazy, 8 years. And Stu, I know we chatted about it, but yeah. I don't like the long contracts, but, you know, it shows some loyalty, so it's an awesome thing as well. And it's good because we're locking him in long term. He's fit, he's healthy, his back issues are gone. Otherwise, I don't think there'd be any chance that this would be 8 years. He loves the club. He's a young superstar. He's only, 25? And most importantly, I believe he is that future captain that I mentioned. I just can't see anyone, maybe outside Wiedering, who would step up after Cripps hands it down. So I believe all of those things factored into this contract and the deal. And it's awesome, man. It's good news. We didn't need another TDK saga and situation where it just drags on all fucking year. The media won't stop hassling us and bringing negative, unnecessary energy into our club. And week to week, all season last year, it was mentioned. And it's just soul-sucking at the end of the day. And we didn't need that shit again. Which brings me to preseason. What a freaking difference it makes. I mean, look at last season. All the crap that we had to go through started with our president sending dick pics. And then all the negative stuff that came after that with contracts and injuries and all this just rubbish. Elijah, personal reason, absences throughout the year. Elijah, just everything was going wrong. And then fast forward 12 months. And you can probably even rewind the clocks back to the postseason in 2025. I mean, all that silly stuff last year led to that debacle of round one. Postseason 2025, all these changes, it's been awesome. Till now, it's been magnificent. All positive energy. There's a good feeling around the club. Morale is high. And there's an exciting future and lots of change, which we desperately needed. Seriously, we did. But yeah, Sam Walsh, right at the start of this game, copped a knock in the first minute, and I'm thinking, you got to be kidding me. Seriously, really? He went down to the rooms instantly, literally within the first couple of minutes, came back, he was wincing, he was holding his hip, he was in pain later on in that first quarter, and I was just begging for Voss at that point to take him off, because I didn't know how bad it was. And I'm like, man, we're 1 week away, it's not worth it. But anyway, he ended up being fine. He ran it off, and it was awesome to see. He'll be fine. So good news there again. But the first goal of the game came from Will Hayward, who's going to be up against his old side next week. The kick inside 50 by Ollie Hollins was an absolute shocker. He had the short option, elected to go long, which wasn't really the good option because he stuffed the kick up. But it missed everyone, really, and it started bouncing towards the goal square, and Will Hayward came out of fucking nowhere, off the ground, boom. Goal. Love his instincts. And look, Ollie's next kick was spot on to Harry Mackay on the lead, who ended up missing that one. So we forgive Ollie for that because I thought he was awesome today. What I noticed early is the strength in numbers around the contest. We were outnumbering them. We were going in pairs to help each other out. It was awesome to see. It was also military-like. That's what I thought. And yeah, the transition off turnover was there. Every kick forward, there was always an option, left and right, players running crazily. And the quick decisions. And quick decision to move that ball on. Players sprinting by anticipating that next move. It was awesome to see. So I kind of get the little blueprint of what we're doing here in terms of the way we're changing the gameplay. Will Hayward's aggression and attack on the footy is filling me with a lot of joy right now. He's lovely to watch, and that was a nice little goal for him. Frank the Tank. Francis Evans comes back into the side. He played reserves last week, and he got a nice intercept, a nice read off Tom Stewart. He marked it about 60 metres out, and I'm thinking, why not have a go? I didn't think he would kick it, and my goodness, Frank the Tank just goes bang, picks up where he left off last year. Lovely to see. I was absolutely loving that. What confidence is in this young man. Then, Jagger Smith. Again, was unbelievable all game. He got the next goal. I think it was the only goal that he kicked for the game. But the ball was probably about 70 metres out, and Elijah Hollins, with this little flick out, it was just like a typical 1%er, but it worked off brilliantly to Harry Mackay, who found George Hewitt inside 50, slammed it on the boot quickly because he was under pressure, and found Jagger Smith out the back, lines up from 35 metres out and nails it. The confidence of this guy. Still hasn't played an AFL game, man, and he's played the 2 practice games and he's been awesome. So I can't wait to see him. I thought Wade Dirksen, Durka, was doing very well up until this point. And I really wanted Brodie Kemp, to score a goal tonight. He just needed it for his confidence. Because last week, I actually thought he did well. He did everything right. Good pressure in that forward 50. He just couldn't finish. And yeah, he finished this one. He got the next goal in the first quarter. Great centre clearance again by George Hewitt, who found him on the lead. Set shot, sneaks it through for a nice goal. Lovely to see. Hopefully he does that next week. I thought we played pretty well in the first quarter. It was 25-8, 17-point lead. Cats, they were slow out of the blocks. They weren't. Look, they've got a lot of injuries as well at the moment, so I wasn't expecting too much from them. Second quarter, we were goalless. Not a good quarter, man. And that's why I'm not getting too excited. Reedy won a nice free kick inside 50, holding the ball, but his shot swung right, missed very late. Ollie Hollins was impressive in this quarter. Great work rate again. Pitnet was good again. We just couldn't score a goal. Our entries sucked this quarter. They were good pretty much the whole game. I mean, better than other times, but it wasn't perfect. We went back to the old habits of kicking it long when there were shorter options available. So, I don't know. Old habits kicking in here. Losing our composure and getting a bit complacent. Because this happens all the time with us. When we have a really good quarter and we take the foot off the gas. I spoke about it all last year. So it kind of happened again here. We were still defending well, which is the main thing. Like, Geelong weren't really doing too much either. We kept them at bay. But there was a moment, Geelong went inside 50 with a shocking kick, and the ball was dribbling towards the boundary line. But Lewis Young was there in acres of space. He had at least a 20 to 30 metre radius before any Geelong player was near him. And as the ball's dribbling, I don't know what it was. He was like very hesitant to gather this ball and pick it up. And eventually, it just dribbled out. And this is what I mean that with Lewis Young. He can defend. He definitely can, and he's a good defender. But he panics with the footy. Especially with the footy. And the footy was coming towards him, and he didn't know if he wanted it or not. Like, I don't know what was in his mind right then and there. But we see that a lot with Lewis Young, and I hope, that mental blockage is just evaporates from his brain. Because it's like, mate, you can't be doing that next week and just giving Sydney a throw-in for no reason 30 metres out. So that was a little bit annoying to see, but look, he was good most of the game. So, I'll let him off, and hopefully he'll learn from that. So, despite the entries being crap in this second quarter, we actually had plenty of wasted opportunities as well. Elijah Hollins missed a set shot. I think Francis Evans may have missed a snap. Zach Williams kicked one over the stadium. And Harry Mackay hit the post right on the siren, or after the siren in that quarter. Geelong, they settled. They were playing much better than they did in the first quarter. They got a little bit of momentum on the back of our turnovers, mind you. So the score at halftime was 4-5-29 to 3-4-22. And it wasn't really about the scoreline again. It was just about the way we were playing here. Like I said, Harry Dean and Wade Dirksen. Oh, Durka. It's not going to stop. They were awesome. Third quarter. We finally got a goal and broke that little break. Elijah Hollins pounced on the loose ball off a marking contest inside 50. Crumbed, gathered it, snap on the right 30 metres out. Bang, goal. Brilliant to see Elijah signing that contract and scoring goals, man. We know those goals are in him. Cold War Warriors, things are looking up. Absolutely, man. Very good to see. Back to the third quarter. Max Holmes just bursts out of the middle and smashes one from 50. It was a very nice goal. Frustrating, though, because before this happened, and this is going to be a major talking point all bloody week, Pitternet got the tap to Lord, and actually, no, this was the play before. So that Holmes goal came off a turnover. Oh, Steve. I'm glad you got it. Oh, Durka. Anyway, there was a moment where Pitternet won the tap in the ruck, and the umpire has called Pitternet for the free kick for crossing the line. When it was Sam de Koning who's jumped up like his freaking high jump here with his knee first, who's flying towards Pitternet, and Pitternet's like, what the fuck? The ball's dropping, so Pitternet's clearly, his momentum's taking him over as the ball's dropping. So I don't think that was a free kick. He was barely over the line anyway. I mean, like, what the hell was that? Shocking umpiring. I don't understand that rule, man. Because the ball was already on the way down, so I don't know why he pinged Pitternet for it. Anyways, at this point, Geelong were actually dominating the territory against us. Inside 50s, it was like 10-2 at this point in the quarter. And the thing that concerns me is when opposition teams get momentum on us, I mean, we crumble very quickly and didn't know how to control it, especially last year. But I saw a moment which changed that, or which makes me think that I hope we've seen the light when the game is in the balance. And that was when Adam Sard, defensive 50, halfback, just decided to say, fuck this, I'm going for a run. And he takes on his man, broke the lines from halfback. Ainsworth and Sard linked up brilliantly here. Cripps was involved, eventually got it to George Hewitt. And then he passed it to Kemp, who was about 10-15 metres out, mark, and a goal. And things settled straight away. We got that goal because Geelong were coming. And that was Kemp's second goal. Put us back in the lead. I'm still going to stick to my prediction and say he might be a sneaky for top goal scorer this year for us. For the Blues. Not in the league. Just for Carlton. Ashton Moyer won a nice free kick against Tom Stewart. Nice positioning and read of the ball, and he nailed the goal. Walsh with the assist again. Great stuff. And Ben Ainsworth, let's talk about this lad. His crumbing when the ball goes to ground is just tremendous. On another level. He's so freaking smart in his positioning and reading when that ball drops, man. Love it. He's going to be huge for us this year. I haven't seen a forward like that do these things for a long time. For Carlton. Umpires were harsh on Sard on a kick that apparently didn't go 15. I don't know, I kind of thought it did. And McGovern marked this thing, and he thought he was just going to go back and, find the next pass. But the umpire's called play on. He's been tackled, pressure, turnover, goal to Geelong. And like I said earlier, I can definitely see the way this new game style is going to go. Keep running forward when in transition. Every Carlton player who would mark it would always have someone running by them. And the quick handball, it happened all game. So it was lovely to see. And that led to the next goal from Elijah Hollins, who won the free kick for high in the end. But we did that. It was that overlapping run, man, from the back to get us there. Great finish, Elijah Hollins. Nice kick, his second goal. And at three-quarter time, we're up by 13 points. It was 8-6-54 to 6-5-41. Before we get into the last quarter, I'll just catch up on the chat. The new rule sucks, says Stu. Yeah, didn't like it, man. Didn't like it at all. Tim, welcome, man. Apparently the AFL have acknowledged they got that decision wrong. Awesome. Very good. I hope so, man, because I don't want to see that stuff all the time. Newman had a top game. I'm wrapped. Yes, I did hear that Nick Newman got through that game very well. That's awesome. Will he get selected next week? Who knows? I don't know. It's going to be an interesting one, man. I hope so. But is he ready? Judging by all the things I've read and all the reports, he is. But then again, why didn't he play in this game? Maybe they didn't want to risk the intensity factor of it, you know. It is a step up from the Rezzies. But, no, it's good to see. Hopefully we get him back. I mean, Weeders, Newman, you still got Akers, you still got Cottrell, Cowan. There's a lot of outs still. But that's the good thing, man. We've got that depth now. This year, the depth is better. The quality is better. I firmly believe that. Geelong got the first goal of the last quarter through Polkinghorne. Is he related to the other Polkinghorne? Got no idea. Harry Dean jumped a little bit too early here. And he missed his spoil. But then, right out of the gates, out of the centre, the very, very next play, Sam Walsh with a fucking brilliant goal. And I wish this was the actual season, because it would be up there for one of the goals of the season already. He won the loose ball, dodged and spun out of a tackle, took 2 bounces, and has run to 50 and absolutely bang, drilled this goal. Great goal. His confidence is sky high after that contract. You can tell he's so happy, man. And it's awesome for the Blues. Then Campbell Chesser gets a goal. Good to see. Bangs one home for his first goal for the Blues. Francis Evans, great tackle at half forward, won the free kick. Speared one to Elijah Hollins in the pocket, who then centered it, and actually wasn't a great kick. Chesser still had to gather this thing off the bounce, and he did nicely and kicked a nice goal on the right. Ollie Hollins, who was arguably one of the best on ground, got a nice goal. Again, Frankie Evans involved. Frankie was awesome. He won the hard ball and absolutely got crunched in the process. I don't know what happened. Was it his ribs or hip or something like that? Florent got the assist with a handball out to Ollie, who's just low and hard. Boom. You don't see Ollie scoring those too many times. So, look, his confidence is there. Hopefully his kicking improves as the season goes on, because he's still got that one in him that could go anywhere. We saw it in the first quarter. But, no, he's looking very good. Loving Ollie Hollins. So, yeah, then I see Frankie Evans on the sidelines limping. I wasn't sure what he hurt, if it was that hip or not. I don't know. I hope he'll be okay, man, and just like a cork. Then, Taylor Byrne may have earned himself a plane ticket to Sydney with a sexy little goal with his left foot. Brilliant finish. Very nice stuff. He just comes on and makes an impact straight away, and you love that. Now, the question is, do you play him next week, and who comes out? The first one that comes to mind for me is Lockie Fogarty. Let me know your thoughts. Do you play Taylor Byrne over Lockie Fogarty, or do you go with the experience? As of this moment, I know Fog was good last week. He was very good, especially that third quarter. But Taylor Byrne is a natural goal kicker, it seems. And I think that would be more handy next week. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Anyway, very nice goal. Cripper got the next goal for the Baggers. Reedy got the assist and he snapped one nicely. Nice intercept by Cripps initially, actually, to set up his own goal. but Reedy got the handball back to him, which was awesome. So the game finished 11-8-76 to 11-5-71. Blues by 15. 13-8-86. What am I doing? 86 to 11-5-71. 15-point win. Steve, burn all day, every day over Fogarty. Yes, I'm with you. I think I'm going Taylor Burn. With Fog, defensively he's good, but he's not very an attacking-minded forward. He'll put pressure on, he's strong, but kicking lets him down. Hasn't got a strong penetrating kick. Taylor Burn's got a smooth, powerful left foot, man. And left footers make a difference. Changes the angles, man. And he's quick. He's quicker than Fog. I know he's never played a game yet, but his preseason form suggests that he's ready to give it a crack. And at this point of Carlton being in the unknown universe in AFL, because no one knows what to expect here. We can all predict if we're going to go crap, if we're going to go good. And because we're in that time and space, I think we've got nothing to lose by playing Taylor Burn. Why not? Let me know what you guys think. Selections will be very, very, very interesting. Who's going to come in and out? Because, what is it? Is it 5 on the bench now? So, is it a 6 on the bench? I don't know. I can't even remember right now off the top of my head. But some players that played today won't be playing next week. And some players who you didn't see today might come in. So, like your Wiederings. Like maybe Newman. I don't know. Cowan? Did he play in the Rezzies today? I don't know. I have to read the report after we finish the stream. But yeah, overall, guys, I'm happy we won. Even though it means nothing, really. It was just good to keep that momentum going. But I was just pleased in seeing some actual... Not the finished product, but I can see the idea that and direction that we want to go in terms of the way we play and move the ball. The quick ball movement and the overlapping runs, I loved it. And I think next week we're going to see more of it. I'm not going to be going live till next Wednesday as I'm going away with the family for a few days. Next week's Wednesday show will be, as the teams just get announced, we'll go live. So we'll go through the squad. We'll go through my prediction for the game. We'll cover Sydney's game, Sydney's squad as well. Will Wieders get selected? If he does, he's playing on Charlie. Hope you guys know that. They're good mates, but they'll be enemies next week. I'll tell you that much. And Charlie will get no favourable stuff from the Carlton away fans for him. Let me tell you. They are going to drill him. I hope we get a decent crowd up there. But yeah, that's the plan, guys. We're going to go live next Wednesday. We'll cover the preview for the Sydney game. And, of course, we're going to go live Thursday night after the game for the review. Guys, if you like today's show, please make sure you smack that thumbs up for me. It helps the channel out. Helps the channel grow, puts me in the algorithm. Subscribe if you're new here. And if you're back again and you like the show, subscribe, man. You know the drill. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. And tell me what you thought of tonight's game. Who was your best on ground? Probably have to give it to Jagger Smith. If not Jagger Smith, you could give it to Walsh. You could give it to Ollie Hollins. Cripps was awesome. Hewitt was great. And defensively, I thought Dirksen was probably our best defender today. Seriously, very impressed with him. Well done. But yeah, subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment. Next week, I will see you guys on the Wednesday night. We've been going probably half an hour, guys. I love you all. Thanks for supporting the show. Follow us on all social medias right behind me. Links are in the description. Check out the Ball of Truth shop as well for some merch. And yeah, man, we're going to grow this channel. And sky's the limit. But it's all about the baggers at the end of the day. Very happy with the win. and let's erase it from the memory, because next week it does mean nothing. It's all a fresh start, opening round against Sydney. I'll see you guys Wednesday night. Have a great night. Have a great week. See you then. Adios. Love you all. Good night. And remember, subscribe, man. What y'all waiting for?